Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another flashlight review, this time from Imalent. Now this is their MR-KIT, so Mr. Kit. This has two heads in it, one battery. This has the MS18, which I've already done a review. I'll leave a link to that review below because we're going to concentrate on the head assembly that's also included in this kit, the R90TS. So that's the one I'm going to concentrate in this video, but we're going to show everything that comes in this box. Pretty big box, as you can see. Alright, so now let's wait no further. Let's go ahead and open this big case up and see what's in. I'm going to show you the case here a little bit before we get started here. It's got a nice plastic feel texture, but it's wood shown here on the seams. These here, in my opinion, are good for storage, but if you're going to be traveling with this light in this case, they're not very durable as far as that is concerned. So I'd recommend getting a nice ABS aftermarket case for this from Amazon. That'll do really well for you. So let's go ahead and open this up. Try to get this all in the camera view here. So this is what it comes with, of course, with a shoulder strap, because this is a large light. Of course, these are very comfortable once you're wearing them. Nice padded shoulder piece here that helps you be able to carry that for longer periods of time. Of course, it comes with two user manuals. Of course, one is for the MS18 and then the other one is for the R90TS. So we're going to go ahead and show you the R90TS user manual. We're going to look at these specs. Now if you need more time to read these specs, this puts out 36,000 lumens on turbo. That's impressive. Now if you need more time to read this, go ahead and pause your screen. Otherwise we're going to move on. We've got two O-rings. We have a power charger. Now this is a wall type adapter, so you'll be able to charge it not as easily on the go unless you have a little, battery generator. You'll still be able to charge it on the go. And I'm going to show you here the first head here at the top is the actual MS18. So we're going to go ahead and show you that. And I've already done a review of this, just a reminder. So I'm just showing you that this comes with this kit. So you got the best of both worlds. Really heavy duty springs on there and well greased threads. So just thought I'd show you this. This comes with the kit, but here that actually has the battery on it is the one that I'm going to feature in this video. I really like the fact that this battery for the newer model flashlight still fits the older MS18. So that's really a big plus. So if you have another battery ordered later on in the future, you can still know now you can have two separate lights with their own batteries if you choose to do so. So that's really a nice option for this kit. So now we're going to show you the light here. You can see there showing you the MS18 on the battery pack itself, but it's interchangeable. This head is really amazing to see those LEDs in there, and we'll go over more of those. It does have a fan like the MS18, so the cooling fan takes air in, shoots the air out the other side. Really solid, and solid design on their lights. They're really heavy duty. Definitely want to handle them with the shoulder strap for long periods of time. These things get really heavy for long periods of time, but that shoulder strap really helps out. The battery pack, of course, is pretty big, so you've got that size there as well. So just a very large light. Either head, they're identical in size, so but this one here has a different LED. So we're going to take a look here. It does have that gray bezel, so that's really nice. Machining and finish on this, very nice. It's more of a kind of semi-gloss. You know, they're really doing well on that department. And then the battery, of course, looks good. Nice style and design on this. I like the style of this because the actual fans are incorporated in the body, and I've been also advised that these fans are replaceable for the user. If something does happen, you have an option to fix those at a later date. Now, the only problem I'm having with this, I hope that this fan here is not as loud as the previous MS18 video review that I did. So I basically have two MS18s, but with this I'm hoping that the fan noise is less, and we're going to see later on and see how that does out there in the night shots. And again, you can see pretty much the same for hooking the strap up to, pretty much the same. Just basically a brother to the MS18, only the difference is the LEDs. We're going to take a look at that. 18 of these in here as well as the previous model here. Now this has the Cree XHP35 high LEDs. So this is going to give some monstrous throw. So we really hope that that really will shoot that light out there. Have a wide beam. Just amazing. Alright. Now this also has the same feature with the OLED on there. So you'll be able to see the voltage level as well as your light output level. Now on this you can do the same way. Turn on the light so you can see the little lights that will shine down onto the button at night. That helps illuminate the button so you can find it easier. That was a pretty neat design on that. That's really a big plus. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this apart. I'm going to show you the battery and the contacts on the new one here. So we want to make sure that we got everything squared away. And we're going to set this down, and we got the plastic piece in here. So it looks like I'll take that off. Want to make sure you remove that battery protection. There is the battery there and the contacts, well greased on the threads. Now they look like they use a different type of grease than the silicone, more of a gray color, so not a bad thing. Alright, so now we're going to look here at the spring, really heavy duty contact plate on the sides. So that's going to give you all the power you need from that battery pack. I'll show you the fans up close. Really small fans. You can see the heat sinking down inside, same as the MS18. Just going to show you around there. Try to get a little better view of the heat sink. That's got the best view there. Kind of see there. Heat sinking goes all the way around the inside of the light. Alright, so now let me go ahead and move this to the side. That way I can concentrate more on this R90TS. Okay, so now that I've got the box out of the way a little bit, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this back together, and we're going to go through the UI. Alright, got a confirmation little blink there on the LEDs. So now we're going to go ahead and turn this on. Now the UI is identical to the MS18, so we're going to still go over it anyways. We're going to turn this on. It comes on the lowest level. You can see the OLED tells you the voltage back and forth, and a lot of light coming out of there just at 500 lumens. So we're going to go ahead and click it again. So now we're going to press and hold to go through those light outputs. There's the next level. Okay. Now we're going to go to the next level. That's 4,000 lumens. That was 6,000 lumens, 10,000 lumens, and I could feel the heat coming from this. This amount of light right here is an extreme amount of light, and this light will run at this light output. It did really well in my tests, so it's just amazing how they're able to get this much light output. And of course the cooling will kick in on the higher outputs, and you will hear that when I go to those. There we go to the next level, so now you can hear the fan coming in. In my opinion, this one is a little bit quieter. It's not so high pitched, so that's nice. I'll go to the next level here. Man, that's just reflecting off my wall across the room here, and then goes right back down. Now from that highest output you can double click to go to turbo, but we're going to do it from the lowest light output, that is. Double click on that, gets you turbo. Now I'm not going to leave it on turbo too long because definitely want to show you the beam and the pattern, so we're going to go up to that level there. Don't want it to blind out the camera. As you can see here, it's got a really nice centralized hot spot here. So the MS18 is quite a bit more leaning on the flood. This is going to lean more on the throwing side, but still have a nice combination beam type on this, but it's going to lean more towards throw. So if you're needing something that's got more distance on it, this is definitely something you're going to want to look into. If you double click to get to turbo, and then we're going to do strobe. So double click, we'll get to turbo, double click again, we'll get to strobe, and that is extremely distracting, and it's pretty distracting, and it's a constant speed on that strobe. We're going to double click again to get back out, or you can simply click it one time to turn it off. From there, turning it back on. It does have memory mode, of course. That's always a plus. So if you want to turn it on, say 10,000 lumens, and leave it at that light output. I try to stress more and more, not only in my Facebook group, but that running your lights on turbo, a lot of people will complain, they get hot. This here is barely even warm. So it just really depends on the light output that you want. So a good guideline is to basically, okay, the highest output that the light can do before turbo is a good indicator for you to be able to run that light at a longer run time and still have the light output that you desire. Instead of going for here, 36,000 lumens, but this is going to run at 15,000 lumens with these. 10,000 lumens, this thing was phenomenal. I couldn't believe the runtime on this. Again, this is a huge light. The UI is super easy on this. I really enjoyed getting this kit, even though I have the MS18 already. This is just, can't wait to get this outside. So now I'm going to show you here how to lock out this light. You want to click this button 5 times quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That locks out the light, shows you the status. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows the unlock, so you know that the battery is safe from accidentally turning this light on in a bag or a storage case. The best way to do it, in my opinion, especially on these higher output lights, simply unlocking the barrel here from the head, breaking that connection just by twisting that a little bit, just enough to where it breaks it, but it still is on there very good. So now we're going to go ahead and show you, you can 1, 2, 3, you can read the display without turning on the light, tell you your battery status without having to turn the light on. Hitting the side switch 4 times will get the fan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't even have to turn it on. So you can run the fan after you've had it on a little bit to cool it off. There's a lot of air comes out of there. In this way, out that way. 1, 2, 3, 4 turns off the fan, so that's nice. And you can also double click this from off to get instant access to turbo. So you've got super blinding light at the spur of the moment. Alright, so just want to remind Everybody here that hadn't seen my MS18 video, charging ports here. This will turn green when finished. It'll be red when charging. So it's pretty simple on the charging. Make sure that this is not too tight, just snug enough where you can get it off to be able to charge that light. Nice to be able to charge the light while the light head is still on there. Some of the other Imalents, you have to take the whole light and the battery apart to be able to plug that in. So this was a nice idea they went with. Alright, well, let's wait no further. Let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness with the Imalent R90TS. Got the light there, so you can always locate your flashlight button there in the dark. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Let's get started. Water spout's 35 feet from where I'm standing. 500 lumens reaching across the park. It's just incredible. We're going to go down here, fence line, tree line. Hard to believe this much light comes out of this thing. There it is, the tree of life. 138 feet to that where I'm standing. That tree behind it is 238 feet. Easily making the school. Alright, we're going to try it on the next level, see how it does. A little jump, not a huge jump on these lower light levels, so that's pretty impressive. A little windy out here, it's cold out here. Alright, easily making it across the park. This is impressive. Easily making it way out there beyond the other baseball fields. Faintly making the palm trees as well. We'll go to the next level here on the Tree of Life. A little jump, as you can see, huge spill. More and more visibility. The higher the output goes, it's impressive. Look at that. That's incredible. Fence line, tree line. Hold it up a little bit higher. Just insane amount of light. Alright, we're going to go to the next level here. Nice jump. You can see more and more lighting up in the distance. Palm trees are even more now. Look at that. Incredible. Jeez. Amazing. Alright, fence line again, tree line. We're going to go back over here to the next level on the Tree of Life. It's cold out here, so we'll see how the run times do as well. Easily making those palm trees now. Look at that. Oh, this is insane. And the fans are coming on, you can hear. Look at that. Wow. Alright, we're going to go to the next level here on the park, see how it does. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Tree of life. Like daytime. Palm trees. Look at that. We're going to go on the next level here. On the school. Let's try that out. Amazing. Palm trees. Look at that. That's just crazy how bright that is. That's just insane. Intense hotspot on this is incredible. Alright, we're going to verify we're on the highest level. We're going to go up one more, otherwise I'll double click to do turbo. And now we're back down, we're going to double click for turbo. See how it does. Wow, let's look at that. I'm going to do a tree of life here, and look at all this light, almost down to my feet. This thing is just crazy. Look at that. 36,000 lumens. We're going to do a beam profile here. All the way up, way out to the sides, and around, and to the sides. Oh, look at that. Incredible. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Phenomenal performance on this. Fan, to me, is a little bit quiet as far as pitch wise. Still a little on the noisy side, but not as bad as my other MS18 light. Now, I haven't tested this head, so I'll find out at a later point and see if this head, I did try it out to make sure it did go through the light levels, but as far as comparing the two heads, I would need to plug another battery into it, and I just didn't have time during this review, but I will check it at a later date. Now this thing here has an incredible beam pattern, really nice large hotspot on there, and it's got incredible throw, especially for it being leaning more towards the combination side, but it does have a little bit better throw than the MS18, but this one here has just as wide as a beam pattern as far as the spill area is concerned. It's just overlaps and overlaps, so you're not seeing a drop off in that spill area. It's the same brightness all the way to the very tip of that edge of that beam on the spill, and the hotspot is just incredible. The performance on this at 10,000K, it's phenomenal. You can go higher than that, but 10K, you've got a huge amount of light, but you've also got the best run time, in my opinion, as well as being able to run that light for an extended amount of time. It almost appears that the 500 lumens is actually like 1,000 lumens. You know, it's just the way the beam is, it seems brighter than the actual light is telling you on the display. So 500 lumens on this appears to be 1,000 lumens because of the way the LEDs concentrate that light. It's really incredible light. As far as the previous version, I did test their R90C, and that was incredible as well. So with these lumen wars going on. You know, they have a couple wars going on. You have, of course, the lumen wars, and then also you have the budget war going on. So more and more people are kind of going between expensive lights, and you have an extreme war going on between companies, that is, to make the best budget light with the highest output for the money versus the most expensive light with the highest light output. And of course you will see this, and this kit is on the expensive side. It's not a cheap flashlight kit. I'm very fortunate to have gotten this from Imalent. I'm glad to be a partner with them, showing their products over the years. It's been wonderful. This here is the best light kit I've ever tested. With this here, you've got the best of both worlds. You've got the most powerful light in the world here, and you've also got the most powerful throw here as far as a full beam. We're not talking a dedicated thrower. I'm not a huge fan of a laser beam light and then a spill area that drops off drastically in the distance, versus this one here, spill area, the whole beam is usable for hundreds and hundreds of feet. I want to thank Imalent for sending me this to review. I hope that I was able to bring this light to the front of your screen to where you can say, hey, you know what, that's something I might be interested. And always remember, on my channel, it's never gonna be a product that I wouldn't want myself. So if a product comes onto my channel, it's got good basic quality that I want to be able to promote to you guys, or someone that's interested in getting a flashlight that doesn't want to spend a lot. They can come to my channel. They can also come to my channel for the more expensive lights like this and be able to say, depending on what you need, my channel is always going to have a good balance of budget and expensive lights, as well as flood throwers. It's always going to be there, but I'm never going to have a light that's really bad in quality and just sit here and bash it all on my channel, because to me it's a waste of time. Because why am I going to take the time to even tell you how bad the light is when I can sit there and show you, hey, this light did well, it's got very good quality, and it just ranges from there, either budget quality, good quality, very nice, excellent, outstanding. I've got different levels that I use, and with this system, it works for me to help you. I also do this with my Facebook group. I show lights even during my testing, which I do a lot of that off screen. So just let you know that if you want to see more of my work behind the scenes, not on YouTube, then come check out my Facebook group. I know I've kind of went on a little longer with this video, but this is just an incredible kit. This is the best one I've ever tested. As far as the sheer light output on this is just incredible. Nothing beats this. Alright, well that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these monster kits to you from Imalent in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care.